Okay.
Yeah, we're on.
Behind the
And
scenes.
we're on.
Welcome back.
So we thought we'd kick this one off with an idea that Cam just came up with.
Was a group effort about businessmen who are out of their depths.
Businessman.
Well, or women, business people. And I met one of these people about 3 weeks ago. I often get calls from dudes that just want to sell things. They're like, hey, you're a big company. Can I meet with you type thing? And normally I just let them talk and don't ever meet with them. But this guy was like, yeah, come in. And then he starts describing SEO. And you probably know what SEO is. It's trying to make sure that if anyone types in something into Google, like if you're selling T-shirts, if you type in T-shirts Melbourne, that your business is one of the top ones that appears.
Okay.
That's like Google Analytics stuff.
It's a little bit to do with that, yeah. And so this guy came in and was trying to describe why his agency could do that really well for us.
What was his point of difference?
He said his point of difference is that he's not focused on the technical side. He's more focused on making sure you sell more, which shouldn't really be what an SEO company is talking about.
Look. No. I see what he's trying to do. I'm a salesman by trade as well. He's trying to do what's
He's trying
known
to
as
polish a turd. He's trying to polish a turd.
He's trying to do solution selling, a bit of consultative type stuff. Like he's going in there and he's like, what does this company want?
Yeah.
They want more sales.
So he
like
went
any
straight
company.
for the throat.
Yeah, but it sounds like he went about it in a pretty rough as guts type
He
of
did,
way.
and it got to
Weren't
the
you
point
working for a company who sells?
SEO before this job. So, like, I didn't really say that. I just let him talk to see what he would say.
Okay, so the company you work for now doesn't do SEO.
No, we don't. But the last place that I was at for 2 years, I sat with a dude that did it for a living. But instead of talking about how he was going to do that part of it, he talked about his own emotions to do with how proud of his agency he was.
You knew quite a bit about this before.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I knew what sort of stuff he'd be talking about if he knew.
Yeah.
So he kept saying
He
things
did
like, he's like, honestly, look at my face. There's a reason I'm smiling ear to ear.
What a cheesy sales guy.
And,
my
and
God.
as our person that identifies douchebags.
And I spotted it.
That's true though. Like I'm a businessman, and I work in a business, and I sell, and like I've had absolute shocking moments where I've been out to a call and just blown it in front of a customer, just fucking up really.
Yeah.
But you do whenever two business people get in a room, and there's always a little bit of a cock struggle, you know. It's like it's who can swing a bigger dick, really, and it happens regardless whether you go in there and I'm going to observe this and blah blah blah.
Do you walk out of the office and think about everything they said, and then analyze it in a salesman terms and go, "Oh, good technique he just used on that."
Trying to beat the power struggle there with that.
No,
Yeah.
you walk out of it thinking who won, number one, because someone always wins.
So you know when you're in the midst of it.
yeah,
you know when it's
you
happening.
know when you're in the thick of a big dick swinging contest, eh? Like you walk out and you go, I won that, or you walk out going, fucking should have swung a bigger dick.
But
and
what's the criteria to judge on? Is it how much they
who
swayed
controls
you, or who laughed the
who
most,
controls
or
who gain. It's basically business is about gaining the most information so you can further what you're doing. Well, that's what sales is about. If you're selling something, if you gain, these people don't want to buy this. They don't want to spend money. You need to prove to them it's going to help them, and then when they spend money, you win. But in that initial meeting that you have, you've won. You've initially won a small dick swinging contest by getting the appointment. The real fucking meat and bones of this dick swinging contest happens in that first meeting, where
bones in your dick?
this person.
Is that?
No, there's
I thought it was just ligaments.
never had a boner, bro.
Okay.
That was Yarmar.
I don't think-
his own joke
I
previously.
I don't think anyone understands. Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
What?
So the initial dick swinging contest happens, and this guy doesn't want to buy anything. You want to sell something, but that first meeting you're not selling anything. You want to find out all the stuff.
How
and
big their dick
and
is.
he's keeping it close to his chest because he number one, probably wants to see how good you are at swinging dicks, and number two, he doesn't want to spend any money. And so after it, if you fucking get in there, he's going to walk out of there feeling like he's got a little dick or possibly like a vagina of Asian descent. And sorry, I didn't even have to throw that in there. It's real bad. Sorry. And you walk out swinging the biggest dick, and you walk past the receptionist, and it's almost like you go, pew pew. That's what happens in that initial business meeting.
It's actually one of my least favourite things about business, because I like being able to, in life, just say what I'm thinking and feeling and just do it real straight. But I have been in heaps of those meetings where you just have to know, okay, we're just talking and there's subtitles going on the whole time.
Yeah.
It's real draining, actually.
Yeah.
What's
Politicians do it a lot.
A
as
good
well.
salesperson goes in there, and instead of having it like a dick swinging contest, they trick you into it, and then and so you just have a conversation, and you just have a conversation. You walk out, and if that conversation and it flowed like a conversation, and you got information just through just chatting, you walked out of there swinging a big dick.
Yeah.
One thing I enjoy in a workplace is the big dick swingers that they tried to let you know they've got a big dick, but they've actually got a tiny dick. And in my industry, we get a lot of those guys where I deal with incoming materials onto sites, my job, from demolitions and that. And you get the guys driving the trucks in that think they're just like, no, everything, blah, blah. We had one guy come in one time. I'm like, just over there, run through some safety rules. Nah, I know everything. Goes to tip off his load. He lifts up the truck, but he'd forgotten to open his tailgate at the bottom of the truck, so the whole back end of the truck rips off with all the material, and he's got his whole his whole back tailgate ripped off his truck.
Whoa.
And even ripped off the connection parts as well, and was just underneath all this rubble that he just tipped off. I just looked at him, and he's like, "Whoa, he knows my dick size. It's tiny." And I fucking did, and it was.
Well, there's a lot to be said for the man who swings his dick too close to the sun.
It's an old fable, isn't it?
Well, it's that
Oedicus.
Yeah, Oedicus flew too close to the sun.
Icarus, yeah.
Icarus.
Yeah.
Whatever, the Greek dude with wings, and obviously able to breathe or hold his breath a long time to fly in space.
Is that the same? Does that fable apply to this situation? This about
overconfidence. I'd say this is more
Yeah.
more about. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, no, you're right. Bravado.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think, and one thing that I'm actually grateful for, and Cam and I have spoken about this before because he gets this as well, is that I'm actually quite proud that I'm not a manly man, because it's actually made me look at life a lot different and pick up things that really, fucking testosterone filled dudes don't pick up.
Yeah.
See, I wish I was one of those guys a little bit. Like
A meathead.
yeah.
It would be a simpler life.
But
It would be
just-
though.
just-
He'd definitely do it. We've just thought tomorrow we're all at the gym. High protein diet. No, this is it now. Saw the light.
Ryan's definitely the most like that.
Oh,
out of
the
all of
most
us.
meathead out of all of us for sure as well.
The meatiest head.
had to swap headphones today.
Came in, whinged. These fucking headphones are too small for my ears. It's like, right. I'll help you out there, mate. I'll give you the helm.
Yes,
if you want to
tonight I've actually been the producer of tonight's show. I've sat behind the laptop and pushed all of the buttons.
Do you feel like you got more authority in that seat?
Power. I had to swap seats because I thought the seat was too uncomfortable, so I wanted my original seat. And that's what someone who gets the fucking big dog job does. The first thing they'll often do is change the seat. It's just.
Look, you'll never find me with bad headphones and a bad mic.
Yeah,
sitting over there.
it's big dog. It's big dog.
It is a
stuff.
big dog seat, yeah.
I changed my seat at work, but I wouldn't consider myself a big dog. I just
Not yet,
changed it.
not yet, son.
On the way, though.
You're a big dog soon. Where do you rank on the dog scale at the concrete place? Because you must have a lot of fucking meaty dogs down there.
Yeah, I actually I mates with a lot of the guys.
There'd be packs of them running around, wouldn't there?
Yeah, it's quite. I actually get along with almost everyone. I think you learn quite quickly in that it's a different language to how I would talk to a lot of my friends, and it's like anything. Once you pick up the way to talk to a lot of those people that I work with, and they understand you then, and it's just pretty much just showing that you're a pretty good bloke. And if you actually are, then you'll fit in fine.
Who's the tosser at your work? Like, you don't have to name him, but tell us something like the tossiest thing.
I know, yeah.
You thought of a guy straight away.
Everyone's got a tosser at work, except Yarp, because he's only him and another dude. It's probably Yarp.
One guy at my work who's also, to start off with, he's openly racist.
Yeah.
And not.
Does he laugh after he's made a racist joke?
Yeah, and he's actually a fucking piece of shit, and I really don't like.
Because hang on, we need to establish this early up. Because I don't mind a racist joke if you laugh about it, and I'll happily laugh at
We've got a
honkies as
Sudanese
much as I laugh at
guy.
anyone.
We've got a Sudanese guy, but this is like cackling after like you've just fucking chucked some people in a gas chamber. Eh? Like,
But is there a way to? Can you actually tell if he?
we've got a Sudanese guy at
trying
our
to make
work,
you despise-
and he makes like jokes about him being like below everyone because he's Sudanese.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, and anyway, it's I actually really want to.
So he makes jokes about himself.
No, it just
No,
sucks that...
he's not Sudanese. You can't be racist.
Did you say he's not Sudanese?
Not,
You just told us he was Sudanese.
Yeah, but
Rewind.
The guy that he makes fun of is Sudanese.
Like Game of Thrones, you've introduced too many characters. You're going to have to kill some.
He's not racist because, and then he went into the concrete crusher and now he's dead. Next character, a dwarf.
I would love to have a concrete crusher at work.
Mate, I tell you, like one fucked thing though is like hearing stories. Like, I've never thank fuck. Like I've never, knock on wood, actually, I've never seen any fucked up accidents in my industry. Thank God, but. Some of the stories, some of the guys I work with, like arms being torn off in like serious, and it still gets brought up at safety meetings, like really fucking.
So you have the most
shit.
dangerous job amongst us, really, don't you?
I'm not at the moment.
He's in the office.
Oh,
I'm not.
He'll get a paper cut,
in
nasty
the
one.
office, but I still get in machines and stuff. Like I was on a loader for half the day today.
so we're all officemen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm an office man. I work.
He's
on
an orange office.
Is your office one of those truck trailers that they drop off?
the
a porta
demountable
com.
building.
Yeah.
Breeze coming
Yeah.
from the swinging penis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt it. If I wasn't wearing a beanie, I could have been in a Creed music video with wind whistling past my flowing locks.
Can't win here, right?
No,
Oh,
you did.
Swinger Steve in the corner. Okay,
One thing I really enjoy though, and we'll move on from my work, but one thing I really enjoy that I do every time is when you're in a, it's a big machine, so it's a 30 ton loader, big machines. And when you're in that machine in your high vis gear, operating that machine, driving it around, you look, no matter who you are, you look pretty fucking tough. Like you don't fuck with. If you're on the ground walking around, some guys cruising a huge machine, you don't piss
Give
them
him
off.
some space.
Yeah. I love to put on the gayest music I could find, the most girliest music I could find, and put that on while I'm in that situation, operating a hype like slid on today.
Wow.
My heart will go on.
I used to do that with my Falcon, actually. I drive through Napier.
Comparing your Falcon
I drive
to
through
a
Napier.
35-ton machine. My dick's swinging
I know.
everywhere tonight.
Slapping me
I
over
just
the head.
realised that. I hit myself in the face.
old Swinger Steve. Jesus Christ. Yeah, tell us about, I mean, obviously you can't swing your dick as far or as hard as Tim next
And
to you,
I'm not
but
trying to. What I'm saying is that I was sympathising with that situation where would you call it juxtaposition? Where you're in that sort of.
I'd call it a modest sized
like
stationary penis dressed in a large swinging penis
Overanalyzing it, mate.
dressed in a
Overanalyzing
modern
it.
size.
One of
He
those
was saying
big
that he
erection tubes you can chuck onto your erection that make your dick bigger for if you don't please your partner. Do you know that's
a pump.
Penis
No, it's not a penis. Like it's
It's one of those erection tubes.
yeah, it's a plastic like it's a hollow dildo.
I wanna cut it-
that
cut it
you
off.
Put your penis.
Yeah,
into.
we're telling us.
Yeah.
But you don't get any pleasure out of it.
No, it's a penis pump though. Is that what's sweet?
Is that a penis pump? I thought
Yeah.
a penis pump was to make your penis bigger,
Yarp
like a
would know.
pump.
Yeah, and you're
Yarp would
Yeah.
know. From the
No, this is
Yarp
something
got
to
most
fuck
improved
with,
one
like,
year.
You wear it while you fuck.
No, you don't.
No, this it's
While
not
you-
a penis pump.
While you wank or while you fuck?
No, like so.
It's a
If
condom.
you've got a really like small penis, you chuck this like a
Oh.
hollow dildo on your dick
And a
have sex
lengthener.
with your.
Okay.
But you don't get any
Oh, that's a
enjoyment
different
out of it.
thing.
It's just for the woman's enjoyment.
Anyway, what I was saying earlier,
Yeah, it's a thing.
Weird.
I know.
what Tim was getting at is that he likes to be in that macho world, but put on Celine Dion and
Keep my roots.
it's
Yeah.
a juxtaposition.
Yeah.
And what I was saying with the Falcon is that I would drive down fucking the main road in Napier
fucking the main road.
in my Falcon with Paul Holmes playing. That's what I was getting at.
No, that's
Forgot he did an
definitely the
album.
same.
Did Paul Holmes do an album?
He did an album,
Yeah.
and its feature song was it's called Wichita Lineman. I am a lineman
For the county,
full bore.
I drive the main road.
I actually got caught out listening to Missy Higgins in the loader about a month ago. One of the boys was like, "What station is it to?" And I fumbled. I go, and he goes, "That's on your iPod. That is on your iPod. You've got Missy Higgins on your iPod." And I did. All of it. Her 3 albums and her EP collections.
I owned the entire Cause collection for a while before it got stolen.
On the CD.
My Paul Holmes CD got stolen.
It's funny that these things. Oh, admittedly, it was in a CD wallet in my car when my car got broken into. But there
That's how I
was
lost Paul
there were
as
some
well.
shockers in there. There were some shockers. Like I like to. It'd be good to get the thieves on the line. And have them critique my music.
Fuck yeah, that'd be a great idea.
I would love to have an anonymous conversation with some fucking people who've robbed cars and come up with CDs or stolen
Yeah.
an
And
iPod.
get them to review what they
and get them to review what they've
Who
stolen.
would you say out of our friends?
Nick the burglar.
Nick de Burn, for sure. I was actually thinking
You
Nick
just
de
used
Burn
his
as
last
well.
name. De burglar, please.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus. We can't bleep, deep.
Nick de Burglar. There we go.
Oh, right.
I don't know what I was halfway through saying that. I was like, "What? You've done it." I did a yarp. I tried to suck it back in.
Oh, yeah, that was a fucking classic last week. If you missed it,
You missed him doing it today when you were looking for fucking
What
Jimmy
happened?
Barnes on.
What happened?
When we tried to make you repeat something that you got halfway through and backed out of.
would you guys like to talk to my mum about...
I reckon this will happen every week. There'll be a little, hey.
Yeah.
Wait, you gonna call your mum and ask her if I'm a pussy for cleaning that girl's?
oh,
yeah.
for
So I wanna
helping that
revisit
girl
something.
Clean a fucking office building that she done for a job. Oh, it hurts to say even.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It goes numb after a while.
Hiya.
So,
Hi, Mum.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. I've got a blocked left ear for some reason, but
Tell us about it.
You should
I'm
put
right
the
on
phone
time.
in your right ear.
Yeah, put the phone in your right ear.
oh yeah, I will. Good point.
Was it actually in your left ear? Oh, Sue.
No. Your other left. Mum.
Yeah,
So what I wanted to ask was, we want to know. We talked tonight about things that we've done to woo a lady into some form of physical connection.
Yeah.
And our friend Tim, who's Australian, say hi, Tim.
Hey, Sue.
hey,
So
that's all I have to say on my right ear.
So Tim was seeing a girl, and she,
You want me to tell it?
yeah, I'll pass you over.
Hello, Sue.
Hi.
So,
Tim.
yeah, so the story is I was seeing this girl, and she was meant to come over for dinner on a Sunday night, and I had to get up for work at 6:30 the next morning. And she didn't show up. She dodged me. And at 10 o'clock, she called me to say that she'd slept all day from partying. And she was meant to go clean office buildings, which was her job. And she had 2 hours worth of work to do in 5 hours.
No, the other way
5
around.
hours worth of work to do in 2 hours, sorry. And
Yeah.
after dodging me and leaving me hanging, I went into the city, a half an hour drive, and I actually went and helped her clean the office building that she worked at.
Tell her that you were the only one that vacuumed too.
And I was the only one that used the back vacuum as well. She gave all the easy jobs to herself.
And you just met this girl.
No, I'd been on like 2 dates.
How much sex had you had, Tim?
I had 0 sex.
From the said girl?
Oh yeah, I wasn't a virgin, but she gave me no humps.
Now,
Not a virgin at all.
Okay.
ask her.
You've been with her for a few times.
Not sexually.
You just have to say, am I a pussy, Sue?
Are you a pussy for doing what you did?
Yeah, the question that Ryan wants me to ask is, am I a pussy for doing what I did?
What's she treating you like now, though?
No,
It's finished.
Listen.
It's finished and you got nothing.
I've got real thick skin, and just say it how you see it.
Yeah, okay, so... are you a pussy? No, you do what you want to do. Fuck's sake.
Mum!
Yeah, thanks, Sue.
Fuck,
You
Mum.
know what, I feel a lot better. No, I feel a lot better about myself now.
No, we want an explanation though.
Are you having me on? Honestly, so...
No, that's actually Sue. I wish that it was a story. I wish that it wasn't real, but no, that actually happened.
Tell us, explain the.
No, what I mean is, has she been very nice to you since, or was that just like...
Oh no! About 2 days later, after the promise of sex, with the cleaning, she called it quits.
Oh, fucking bitch. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Ask her if she thinks you're a pussy now after that.
Do you, now after that?
Mum?
What I was going to say is, no, you're not a pussy for helping her. You're a really nice person.
Oh, wow.
And,
Hey Sue, are you single?
How long did you even think about it, Mum?
I feel really blessed. 'Cause not only have you said that I'm not a pussy tonight, but when I asked you that question, you paused for a moment, and I feel so much better about myself after talking to you tonight, Sue.
I feel worse.
Ryan feels worse. I'm just going to hand you back over to Ryan.
I much prefer Ryan.
Oh, Sue.
My ear is deaf.
Okay, Mum. So thanks for that. Is there anything else you want to? What we might do is I quite like calling Mum. Would if I text you first to make sure you're not indisposed. I hate the way I just said that.
About your mum.
Say it again, because I missed that, actually. 'cause I was sitting on speaker, so... What do you say?
Hey, Mum's not into space.
If we need a question answered by a mum, can we text you?
I'm fine.
Can you be the female? Can you be the yin to our four yangs?
Yeah, I can do that. If you don't... I mean, you know, I'm here.
Good, thank you.
I'd actually like to know what has been the conclusion of the last podcast.
Hasn't been released.
Yeah, it hasn't been released. So when this goes to air, people, it will have been released. Or no, that's in our back catalogue. Yeah.
Thank God for that, is all I can say.
What was that?
Thank God for that. She's glad it's
I
not
just thank the
released.
Lord for that.
Yeah.
Is all I can say.
Look.
Oh, it'll get brought up somewhere.
Yeah, we'll treat it with respect. The respect it deserves. I love you, Mum.
Goodbye,
Yeah,
Sue.
All right, we're
Love
going
you,
to say
Sue.
goodbye. Everyone say goodbye.
Farewell, Sue.
See you later, Sue. You're awesome.
Bye.
Love you, Mum.
He's not a pussy. He is not a pussy.
Oh, you're beautiful. I love your mum. Man, she'd make a... Oh,
She'd make a what?
A great mum.
And on that note, we're going to take a break.
Are you ready?
So that was Tim having a...
Fuck you, right off. How long was that going for?
Oh, you'll never know.
I will, because I won't listen to this shit.
Who would?
Thank you for listening. If you've gone this far in,
Good on you.
welcome.
So text
Welcome
in
to the
now.
crossover.
Silence gives consent, I guess. That's a saying, isn't it?
For rapists.
Cam, tell us about a business idea that you've actually tried to implement in your life.
Oh, I don't know if I've done any. Like, I never had a lemonade stand as a kid. I never really did anything like that. I sold things in the Thursday Trader. Now, that's pretty much before eBay and Amazon
Yeah.
got big.
I used to love
The
the
paper
Thursday
version.
Trader.
Thursday
What was your
Trader's
first job, Cam?
Hey, oh, jumpy guns.
I guess this...
I couldn't wait. I need to know. We can go back, but
This
I
might
need
be
to
it.
know.
Like, it was not enough money to call it a job, but I didn't own a PlayStation 1, but I would always buy PlayStation Magazine, and it came with like a free disc with demo games on it, and I'd read it and be like,
I'm saving these discs up.
man, I wish I had a PlayStation. And then it got to the point that I had a stack of 20 and no PlayStation, and I just started selling them in the Thursday Trader. Yeah.
Oh, so
Well,
relate
how
that.
much
That
were
was
they
your
worth?
first. It actually came back to the Thursday Trader. So.
Yeah.
What'd you sell? How much you get for them? Or
Like I would have been buying them full price for like $13, and I think they ended up paying me about $3 for each with the disc. I didn't make a profit. But my first proper job was the vegetable section of a supermarket, and the boss, a man, took a real liking to me, and his nickname was Puppy. So like, I'd hear
how old were you? How old were you?
17,
Puppy.
and I'd just hear
Oh, puppy.
Puppy, and I'd be like, oh yeah, and like leave behind the trolley of carrots and go to the back bit, like yeah. He'd be like, I'm going for a drive. He used to take me to like the Asian vegetable side of the road stores if we ran out of stuff. Went for some drives with a man who called me Puppy.
Bro, I feel so awkward right now. It's weird. Like,
weird.
I've got a cold sweat.
You're the kind of guy that I reckon may have got sexually abused as a child, but doesn't actually know that it actually happened. Like, you're not really aware.
I just reckon
So wrong.
Cam was just a hot kid. Just a one sexy fucking kid. That's probably his biggest problem right there. And dressing provocatively maybe as well. Jesus, Cam. Fucking think before you act, mate.
Tell us about your first job.
My very first job was refereeing junior soccer games when I was 13 years old. So I'd referee the under 7s and under 8s.
Okay.
And it was, man, you get some crazy parents on the side
I
of
bet.
like soccer games.
Do you
Man.
what sort of threats?
You always had so there was like 3 fields in that area, and you had one ground official looking at. So you never really got threatened, but you got yelled at. And but the worst thing, the kids probably got yelled at more than
Yeah.
I did. It was some parents are fucking
Kids
douches.
need to be yelled at.
Kids do not need to be yelled at.
It's the only
Is
way
that-
they learn. They need to be yelled at and hit.
You know, it sounds like a joke, but there's a part of you that believes that.
When they're young, you can't hit them, so you need to shake them.
And Ryan's probably about 3 years of having kids, I reckon.
He's ready. He's ready for it.
Born ready. No, I'm not ready for kids.
3 years in September.
Need to work on my shaking skills before I have children.
Not when I invented a cool name. I was like, yeah, this is cool. And I was like,
For a kid.
I said to Yap, I was like, if we ever meet a quite a dumb person, we should call them our hand, because it's the slowest hand. Like, so it's like a sneaky way of calling them slow. And then he just bloody turned it on his head, ruined my amazing call, which I thought was fucking,
It was an amazing call.
snazzy.
I didn't know that.
And he goes, I'm gonna call your first kid Our Hand.
So, Yap's got a smug face right now. And I wish
Yeah.
everyone
He's
could see how
nodding.
smug he looks.
Me and Yap have like
I'm nodding around the room.
We've got a certain level of fucking competition between us about how we will do certain things.
Yeah. What's the big one?
The big one, like I've always said, like when Yap, because Yap doesn't wear underpants.
It's
How
common.
long now, Yap? This time?
20.
No.
Far out.
2010, maybe? No.
No, longer than that, because it must be 2006.
Before we met.
2006.
2006, yeah.
Is there never any wetness?
No, I don't leak. I don't leak from anywhere.
What happens in your
How do you
pants?
deal with hard-ons?
The same way anyone deals with hard on.
I think you got a
Wank
good...
them off.
What if you got a hard-on in the playground?
This has got nothing to do with his undies.
Fuck off, mate.
Do you wank at playgrounds? Perv?
Like, I'll get boners on the train. Like, I'll be wearing
yeah.
board shorts or something and I'll get a boner on the train.
So you wank
And
it
you-
off?
No, you pretend that you're looking in your bag for something as you leave the train. So you're
Hunched over.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've had to look in a bag?
Your whole life's a bonus
I was leaving
Like, is this-
leaving the train and then
Everyone thinks he's crippled.
I was when the
Oh, little old Our Hand. Can't find his headphones in his backpack.
look, I'd much rather be called Our Hand than the dude on the train with the boner.
Yeah.
Fucking
And
hell.
wanking in playgrounds on the weekend.
Oh, poor.
At the hot mums, not at the children.
Yeah.
No, I've never-
So I mean, so heading into that about the no undies Yap, or Badlands, I was always my big thing for Badlands is because he fiercely promotes the non panty.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, he does, and
Look, I have worn undies in the last few years, but it's
Just for a laugh.
it's now and then. It's
he calls them drum shorts.
You know what?
But I threaten Yap. I say, Badlands, you die before me. You know what's going to happen? He goes, what, mate? What, mate?
I know that.
And I'm like, I am going to fucking go to the funeral director's home, fucking pair of my old shitty crusty undies, and I'm going to put them on you, and you're going to be buried in
He's
undies.
going to bury me in undies.
used,
You guys,
used
fucking-
shitty undies.
I need you guys.
And he's like, I don't care, I'll be dead. And I know deep
All right,
down.
I'll make you.
Because people that care don't say, or people that care say, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll make you a deal. Yeah, I will make sure that when you're buried, I'll check that you're
Undulous.
undulous. But
That's fucking creepy, dog.
if you, it's gonna get worse. It's about to get
dead,
worse.
I'm going to look at your
It's-
dick.
if I do that for you, make sure you're buried with no undies. I get to get a Nico and sign your penis with my signature.
Oh, fucking sweet as.
You'd rather that than undies.
You'd rather my name on your dick
Hey,
when you're
Tim,
buried
I've got a cool idea. He's dead. Let's just sign his dick.
and bury him with the undies as well. Yeah, I'm in, bro.
Lippy? Larry David wig?
I hope I'm already bald, mate.
Doesn't matter. We're going to make it, or Dr. Phil.
Look,
Dr.
what
Phil disguise.
And,
Yeah.
and make him hold a right-handed guitar as his Yav's left-handed and plays left-handed, and have him holding a right-handed guitar as he's buried.
Let's puff him up. Let's puff him up. Put him in a Dr. Phil outfit, like with the bulk.
Look, these
And
guys
Cam
put
can
on the
record.
bravado, but they'll be in too much grief to move when Badlands dies.
Oh no, there'll be a grief stage.
They'll have to
And-
They'll have to order flowers, and when the flower delivery person comes, they'll say, "Actually, what I need you to do is take these flowers elsewhere," and you'll give them the address and say, "I snuck some undies on there. Put them on this."
Flower delivery.
Make the flower delivery guy do our dirty business.
Who wants to scare? Who wants to scare a delivery guy?
Can you act
Can we?
dead?
Can we scare a delivery guy? Like, can you hire coffins?
Oh, yeah, you can actually. Some
Yeah,
people don't
can
buy
you?
that.
Like, let's wait till because after every podcast we always order a few pizzas.
You know what we
Can we get someone in a coffin and carry them out as the guy's coming and goes, not a good time, mate.
or just have you up dead on the ground and be like, listen, just here's a $10 tip. You saw nothing here, and see if he
Fake blood it? Can we fake blood it?
Yeah, see if the cops come or not. Like really,
Yeah.
man, it'd be fucked up if they don't.
If he takes the
If no one ever comes, if Yard looks dead with fake blood over himself on the ground, and we tip a guy $10 and no police come.
I reckon we have someone upstairs looking, or someone.
That's the
someone
cheapest
knocking,
murder
and
ever.
And there's a signal, and as he's coming, like the door's a little bit open, and he knocks it, so someone's behind it, and it sort of makes it sort of look like it swings open, and then like Tim's dragging him through the doors, like on his back, and there's just a pool of blood, and let's.
Fucking A.
We're talking about ruining someone's life because they're never going to know if it was real or not.
You know, one
Just
thing,
covered in guilt.
one thing that, and you would have heard this too, and one thing that I always think about now is those people that called up that person that worked for the Queen, and
yeah.
they made that practical joke about her, and she killed herself.
yeah, now way
And-
to make us feel stink, mate.
No, but ever since then, I think it's good that we
killed
you think
herself.
about it now. But I ever since then, like practical jokes now, I think, fuck, I hope that person doesn't neck themselves. Like that's
Yeah.
is. And people started blaming
Do you
those
reckon
people.
you've
Like,
done a practical joke that good?
I don't think
Oh,
they're.
dick swinger.
Listen, I don't think they're.
My practical jokes are so fucking damn good. People killed themselves.
I don't think their practical
Word.
joke was that good.
Nah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't. You
Nah,
know what?
that was a shit.
And you know what? And I think that people tried to blame them, almost say it was manslaughter in a way. That
Yeah.
they
That
didn't
lady
mean-
was depressed already.
And you
already
know
had
what? And it would be the same thing as like not opening the door for someone and they.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, in a way, okay, this is the way I see it. So it's not manslaughter, but what they did was say you're at
They tipped her over the scales.
Yeah, they tipped. She lost her job because of that incident. Now it's like a man coming in to a bullets shop. A man coming into a bullet shop, and he's like, "Man, I need these bullets, but I've only got fucking $10.50, and they're like $11." And you're like, "Don't worry about it, mate.
What's 50 cents?
What's 50 cents?"
Exactly.
When it really is the enablement, like 50 cents is like that's probably one of the cheapest hits
The gross.
that you've ever put out.
The grossest part of that whole thing where they got in trouble was their fake tears apology that got put on TV. Like, they are aware, most people are aware that they didn't directly kill her. But then, in order to save their jobs, their boss must have said, "You guys need to look like you're sorry and like you believe that you did this." And the girl just looks so, like, I've seen girls fake cry before. It's all noise and like no proper water. It's almost like they rub their face, just red face and like whimpering through words. And that was more uncomfortable to me than the fact that woman died.
So what we were getting at before with this, Ryan's going to put undies on me if I die first. If he dies first, I'm going to get up at his funeral and pull out a book.
I hate
and
this
say-
one.
And I'm going to say, I just want to read, what you guys don't know is that Ryan left a book of poetry in my house. And I want to recite some for you guys. And I'll open it up and it'll be stuff like,
You wrote an entire poem once.
yeah, do you have it? It was something along the lines of,
Hush, little sparrow.
the autumn hues carry through the leaves.
I'm going to jump on my Facebook
Engulfing
and see
my
if I can
eyes with-
search.
So good.
I'm going to have to go fucking way back. I wonder how
Cam,
good.
if
It
you
was
if
a
you
couple of
die
years ago,
before
maybe.
me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get myself alone with your dead body for about an hour. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do is rub your belly. So what happened about 2 months ago?
Yep.
Yeah. I reached my barrier,
Yeah.
and Cam and I are best mates. And
What sort of barrier?
The friendship barrier.
For things you can get away with to
Yeah.
annoy your mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cam's like lets a lot fly.
I'm pretty patient.
Yeah, but I started grabbing his belly
I
in
can't
a
go-
rubbing, jiggling motion, and he just said no.
I
It's
said,
business time, and you cannot do this ever again. And now when we're having a really great time, and he's real happy, I'll try to push the.
tries to sneak it in.
Tries to sneak it. I just trying to sneak in a belly rub, and man, I've had Cam so like the last Sunday night when I just like nudged him into a table and
I was pretty
face
drunk.
planted, like he was wasted.
Yeah.
Nah. Even then, you knew that was
I couldn't even stand up, but I knew the rules.
that you set.
Yep.
You stood by your own rule. I respect it.
I don't think you do.
I respect that you're standing up for
You
yourself.
like that I have a
Yeah,
rule
but
that
no,
I
I don't like the rules.
Yeah,
no.
no.
What is it about the belly rub specifically?
For you, I don't know. Why
Oh,
do
it's
you
just
like
'cause
it?
it's like your girlfriend told me you can't fuck me in the ass. Well, I want to now.
That's fucked.
As soon as I'm told I can't do something, I want to
Yeah.
do it more than anything. Like before I did the belly rub, it wasn't that important.
What
to me.
year was Hush Little Sparrow?
2012? 2013?
But as soon as I did the belly rub and wasn't allowed to do it no more, whoa, I want to do that belly
2012.
rub every day.
Yeah.
Every day of
Became
my
your
life
goal.
now. It's all I want to do.
It's too bad, man.
How much would it cost for like 30 seconds on the belly?
180.
That's like the price of a hooker, exactly.
You'll enjoy it more than that probably too, you sicko.
I just found moustache pictures of myself.
Oh, nice.
Keep talking.
So do you have any more quotes?
Oh, I do have some
Tim
quotes.
is a connoisseur of the quotes, as we've discussed earlier. And before, when we were talking about business quotes, do you have any sort of Richard Branson or some
Successful
Bill,
business
some
types?
Bill Gates or whatever?
Yep.
No.
He had none. He just said Dalai Lama.
People I don't actually know who the hell they are. Just sort of, I'm more into the literature than I am the name when it comes to quotes.
Don't
Hasn't
make
he got-
not researching sound good.
Mate,
Like you
it's
care
best
about
about
the
stumbling onto things.
What a handsome man. Ryan's just showing me a picture of
Jesus
Badlands from a few years back.
Look, I can't find the.
Oh.
Fuck. No, you.
I've got a
Bro.
I've got a humbling quote
Fabian.
from Albert Schweitzer.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
We're having two conversations.
All right. Now, okay, look.
I've got a humbling quote from Albert Schweitzer here.
Okay.
What did he do, Tim? All right, tell us about the literature.
It's a little about literature.
Do the
but
quote, matey.
In the hopes of reaching the moon, men fail to see the flowers that blossom at their feet.
Oh, so that's sort of talking about like
Keep it real.
You've been too focused on business that you haven't.
You've neglected.
You're not
you've
keeping it
neglected
real
the
no more.
things that really matter most in life.
You
Oh,
you used
great.
to hate the man, now you are the man.
Great dissection.
I believe I actually wrote that today. And
You didn't write that quote, Schweitzer did.
no, I believe I wrote the exact definition of it. Let's just go to the Bommyknockers podcast group email about business, and I was writing it.
Business kills babies. Was it
When
that
you
one?
lose
Or-
sight of what's important in life because of business.
Yeah, you're spot on.
Shall we read out a few of these examples of generally what happens, guys, is when we have a podcast. Cam can't do it anymore because he's not part of the email group because he turned his Facebook page into a fan page and he kicked himself off the Bommyknockers. So we organise stuff independently of Cam now
Post it to my wall.
through his own. No, fuck you.
Cam, it's bad. I've been like, I don't like it.
I know.
Look,
said
this
it.
is what I think about it. it's one of those things in life that you've done, which is out of the ordinary, and I think you're a pioneer.
Oh,
About that quote.
that was the same feeling I had before Sue told him he's not a pussy, where I expected things to go real insulty.
Nah.
Feel great.
Were you on a first name basis with
try-
my mum?
Man, I still can't put.
Look, someone has to do that sort of thing and see how it turns out, and you did it.
Yep.
I admire it.
And you know what else is that when I asked Ryan's mum if she was single, and she hesitated because she thought about the fact that if she said she was single,
She also might be having marriage trouble, and you bring it up in front of everyone again.
Yeah.
oh,
Again, like the last time you brought up her
Need any
marriage
tips?
troubles.
I was.
She's
just,
not married yet.
My dick was swinging really hard that I just thought she jumped on.
Yep. Thought he just mouthed something at me, but you dash. It was
No,
like,
that was me thinking to myself.
isn't she? No, but she is in a relationship, and I fucking would smash your mum's box if you read my mum. I would love us to end up in a mum rooting war. Like Cam comes to me, do you hear what fucking Yarp said about you on the weekend? No, what? Oh, he said that you're a dick. I'll fucking show him.
And in hopes of having sex with Cam's mum, we all get religious tattoos all over ourselves, like me, Yarp, and Ryan, just like covered in religious tattoos.
Have you seen that movie? Is it? It's not 28 grams, but it's one with Benicio del Toro, and he gets
Great
that,
name.
and he gets that truck. You know, he gets that truck, and he's all religious, but he ends up killing that woman, or running over that woman, or whatever, and or running over that man, or something like that. Or it's in the movie. Oh fuck, whatever. He's real religious, but he used to be badass. That's the type of approach I'd take with Cam's mum if I was going to be trying Rudu.
I've got to check it
Don't-
past, but I
don't-
love the Lord.
Yeah, I've got to check
look-
it past,
look,
and
Cam.
she's going to be like, "Look, what I see here is what's your dad's name?
Gary.
Gary. He look, he's always been good. I'm pretty sure he has.
Yeah.
And now this man here, Benicio del Larisi, comes along, and he's been to hell and back through bad decisions. But what I fucking admire is fucking his strength to get through that and find the Lord and turn that life around.
So you reckon
And what a
Cam's mum would
fucking
go-
good-looking life to turn around. Man, watch out, Gary. I'm saving myself for someone new.
Barb.
So you and Barb will go for a born again.
Well, I reckon Barb would go for a born again. I reckon she's about that age that women start going for born again. Oh,
Do you reckon if your mum was going to have an affair, she would wear a condom, or she'd be so against?
no, she was always.
There's a
That-
great
that-
question.
No, well, you forget about the religious side of things. About
No, but
Oh,
that's
No,
a big part
I
of
would.
it.
I actually think like it's.
I think that she would.
Crucial.
My folks, after they had sex, I think they got involved with the condom industry. Like that's when
yeah.
they started the
Okay.
6 kids. Until then, it was if God wants us to have a kid, He'll do it. And then science took over. We had a whole bunch of kids, and we were all poor.
So she'd rub right.
how many brothers and sisters have you got, Cam?
5 younger.
5 young. So you're old boy.
Christians
Yeah.
I'm old
love
boy.
rooting as
I'm
much
old
as
boy.
everyone,
Are you old boy?
I'm
but
the
they don't like
youngest.
And he's second oldest.
they don't like the connies at all. do they?
Catholics
They don't.
hate
They
just
hate the
about
Connies.
anything that was invented after Jesus. Apart from bookbinding. But I don't know, maybe that's...
And on that note, should we go to a break?
Yeah, let's have a